Hello and welcome to Employment Law with YLaw. My name is Leena Yousefi. Continuing the series of severance pay, let's say that you obtained a severance offer as per the termination clause in your employment contract, which, for example, says that in case we decide to fire you, we're going to pay you 2 weeks per year of having worked here, and you've worked there for 2 years. So technically, you would be entitled to 4 weeks of pay only. That's all fine and well, but a lot of times termination clauses in your contract are not enforceable. And if they're not enforceable, then whatever they say is also not enforceable, and you fall on a different set of standards, which is called the common law severance. So just to give you an example, let's say your termination clause says that you're entitled to 2 weeks per year worked, and no matter how many years you've worked for us, you're going to be entitled to no more than 5 weeks at the end. So even if you worked for us for 15 years, you're going to get paid no more than 5 weeks. That clause is not enforceable because it's not compliant with the minimum standards of the Employment Standards Act. In other words, what I'm trying to explain is that what you see in your as a termination clause in your contract should not be given 100% reliance or weight. You should have that clause reviewed by a lawyer, because if it ends up being unenforceable, then you fall on common law notice. Common law notice is significantly more usually than what your termination clause says. So it's very critical that even if the employer is giving you an offer which is exactly as per what the clause says in your employment contract, that clause may not be enforceable, and therefore you may be entitled to more in severance. Also, a lot of times employers make the mistake of, let's say, giving you 4 weeks of pay of your base pay and not all the other benefits and the other stuff that you had that are not measurable just in dollars and cents. So the point is that your contract should always be reviewed by a lawyer before you accept a severance clause. For more information, please call us at 604-974-9529 or email info@ylaw.ca. Thank you.